The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white.
Go to LFR Family when you get a chance, LFRFamily.com, and ask me about the Bang Bang Tea.
Are you a feminist? Because it is part of my ancestral intellectual legacy and heritage to be so. I'm not gonna leave my ancestors' intellectual labor on the table because white feminists are racist today. They've always been racist. Some of them have been better than others. Some of them have had a better critique than others. Some of them have been down for the struggle for liberation. But the people who are mediocre at their politics are never the marker of whether or not you should adopt the politics.
All right, guys.
Did you see the lady when she said white ladies have always been racist? Did you see this? Hey, what was the lady name that Steven Crowder, she was harassing Stephen Powell? Giggly Puff. What was it? What was her name? Giggly Puff. This is the black Giggly Puff right here. Was it Giggly Puff, Squiggly Puff, Wiggly Puff? What was it called? But the whole time she was saying that white women are racist. This lady, Triggly Puff, thank you, Stream TV. The whole time she was saying white women are racist. This lady right here was just nodding along like, yes, sister. Tell them, yes, sister. We are all racist. All white people. Yes, all white women. We are so racist, Triggly Puff, black Triggly Puff. All right, let's see what black conservative perspective has to say about this, man.
At their politics are never the marker of whether or not you should adopt the politics.
All right, guys, so we got to talk about Scott Adams, who's a famous cartoonist behind the cartoon Dilbert that some of you guys may be familiar with if you read newspapers or if you used to read newspapers. I'm not sure who actually reads newspapers nowadays, but...
Oh, so it's a newspaper cartoon. Okay, all right. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it.
But, yeah, he's the cartoonist behind that cartoon that is in a lot of newspapers. Now, he's getting canceled because he said during an interview that white people should get the hell away from black people in this very interesting conversation that has went viral because of comments that are now being called racist.
All right, so check this out. Shout out to Jennifer Corzo for live fire defense. She is the gun expert that I had on my panel when we did the Corleone Noir video from a couple of days ago, where a police officer, a lady, was someone tried to rob her, and she shot that brother 3 times, letting him know, look, I told you I was going to kill you. You tried to mess with me. I was trying to help you out. Now his family is suing her for killing their baby, who was innocent and did not deserve to die. We were just now talking about something like this, and I need context. I need to know more, because I can't just go off of him just saying white people need to stay the hell away from black Americans. You know what? I'm sorry, black conservative. I'm certain you was about to provide some context.
Okay. So I want to talk about it because there's a clear double standard here in regards to which groups of people based off race are allowed to say things that, you know, are racist or what may sound like something that is racist or derogatory things about, you know, other races or whatever, and which groups are not, right? So again, I want to talk about this because I find this to be fascinating. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll this clip that everybody's losing their mind over. Take a look.
If you know, nearly half of all blacks are not okay with white people, according to this poll, not according to me, according to this poll, that's a hate group. That's a hate group. And I don't want to have anything to do with them. And I would say, you know, based on the current way things are going, the best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the f away.
Hey, Lou, what the hell you got me checking out, bro?
Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape. So that's what I did. I went to a neighborhood where, you know, I have a very low black population. Because unfortunately, there's a high correlation between the density, and this is according to Don Lemon, by the way. So here I'm just quoting Don Lemon when he notes that when he lived in a mostly black neighborhood, there were a bunch of problems that he didn't see in white neighborhoods.
Respect where you live. Start small by not dropping trash, littering in your own communities. I've lived in several predominantly white neighborhoods in my life. I rarely, if ever, witness people littering. I live in Harlem now. It's an historically black neighborhood. Every single day I see adults and children dropping their trash on the ground when a garbage can is just feet away. Just being honest here.
Now, just to be clear, Don Lemon lived in Harlem. He lived in white neighborhoods. Predominantly white neighborhoods that were nicer, and the mindset was not wastefulness. It was not, being all nasty, throwing stuff all over the place. The culture of those neighborhoods was probably pick up after yourself, clean up after yourself, or you will be chastised, judged, or someone will say something to you, or at least give you a nasty look if you do so. Whereas in the other communities, that's not necessarily the case. You throw someone in trash, you cool for it. Somebody probably dap you up. Yeah, throw the trash on the floor, man. Let somebody else pick that up. I don't care about that, man. We don't do this. Throw that over there. Let them pick that up. They ain't doing nothing for others anyway. That's usually how it go. So yeah, it's good to hear. Okay, now let me just continue, and then I'll say something later. I want to see the black Trigglypuff again.
So even Don Lemon sees a big difference in your own quality of living based on where you live and who's there. So I think it makes no sense whatsoever as a white citizen of America to try to help black citizens anymore. It doesn't make sense. It's no longer a rational impulse. And so I'm gonna back off from being helpful to black America because it doesn't seem like it pays off. Like I've been doing it all my life, and the only outcome is I get called a racist. That's the only outcome. It makes no sense to help black Americans if you're white. It's over. Don't even think it's worth trying. Totally not trying.
You know what? Now add to that, I'm not going to go out of my way to help another race either. I'm not going to go out of my way to help a race of individuals. I don't give a damn if it's black people, white people, Asian people, brown people. I don't give a damn. Like, what's the point? What's your plan? What's your plan? Because these people who are out here trying to help black people, by agreeing with everything that they say and championing, you want to champion every single thing that they have going on that might be backed up by negativity or racism for the sake of their color and their culture. What's the point of that? That's some BS right there. Oh, I'm going to help you because you're black and you probably don't know how to tie your shoes. You don't know how to make a sandwich either, do you? You never had your dad in the house. Where's your mom? Is she on crack? Huh? Let me go and help you out. You need some money? Oh, let me go. Let me help you. Let me send you something. What's your cash app? Huh? I need to help you. I need to give you a hug. I need to do something. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I scare you? I'm not going to shoot you. I'm not going to shoot you just because I'm white. And white people like to kill black people. Come on, man. What's America? The chickens are coming home to roost. The chickens are coming home to damn roost. Whatever the hell that means. I don't know. I still don't even know what the hell that means. If y'all can explain something to me about this entire thing, explain that. Chickens coming home to roost. What the hell does that mean? All right? That's what I want to hear. Okay? But it's ridiculous going out your way. He's saying, look, what's the point, bro? We've been trying to help the black people like y'all say. We trying to help black people. Man, just stay away from black people. Stay the hell away from them. All right? Not saying that you hate them. Not saying whoop their ass or nothing. Just live your own life. You know what I mean? Just live your life. You know what I mean?
You didn't expect that today, did you? But those who don't want to focus on education, you just need to get away from them. Just get as much distance as you can. That's my recommendation. And I'm also really sick of seeing video after video of black Americans beating up non-black citizens. I realize it's anecdotal and it doesn't give me a full picture of what's happening. But every damn day I look on social media and there's some black person beating the shit out of some white person.
All right, so that's your algorithm. I'm going to tell you that right now. And that's your algorithm. The only reason why you see it every day is because that's something that you like to look at every day. So relax. All right? Relax with that. Relax with that. You see that because that's what you see. You whenever somebody sends you that, somebody's sending you. Here's one thing that happens. When somebody sends you these type of videos, like when people send me videos of something happening, a certain type of demographic committing crime, right? Guess what's going to show up in my algorithm? A certain type of demographic committing crime. All right? Wow. White people are getting pulled over and shot by the police. I'm starting to see way more videos of that now. How in the hell am I starting to see more videos all of a sudden of white people being pulled over and beaten and shot by the police? It's because someone sent me one, then someone sent me two, then someone sent me three. After I looked at them, I'm starting to see them all the time now. They're always showing up. Somebody did the same thing to this gentleman, Scott Adams. Or he went out of his way to go looking for him. All right? Install God back in your life. How about that? How about that? How about that? Because he's making a statement right now that's going to get him canceled, okay? It's going to get him in trouble if it hasn't already. But he should have known that. But obviously, if he made the statement, he don't care. He don't care. He has decided to do what he want to do. But one thing that's happening is we are already facing a race war. The same way it doesn't help for us to just help people out simply because they are another race or because we assume that their life is worse than ours. It also doesn't help for people to say, you know what, stay the hell away from people. Stay the hell away from black. Stay away from white people. Live your life, man, but follow God, man. I want him to talk about God in this. How about that? Talk about God in this. That will help out a whole lot. I think if you talk about drawing near to the Creator and showing love to him and letting him guide you, because if God's people are different colors, then you're supposed to love all people, period. But don't go out your way to just protect one group or the other. It shouldn't be that way. That right there is vile, in my opinion.
I'm kind of over it. I'm over it. Right? So I quit.
Yeah, so the mainstream liberal media is melting down and losing their minds over these comments that, in my opinion, just my opinion, okay, speaking as a black person, I'm not really all that triggered by, okay? Even though I don't necessarily agree with 100% of what he's saying, I understand what he's actually trying to say. And I think this tweet right here he put out, I think gives more context to what he's trying to say, which is that, is it racist to avoid races who are the same race as each other? Or is it only racist if the races you are avoiding are white? Right? Simultaneously, an interesting question and a tongue twister Elon Musk says in response. Yeah, everybody knows that this is an interesting question. Because what he essentially said in that blurb there, that little clip, is that, hey, look, there are, black people who hate whites, okay, which is something that, I talk about all the time on my channel, right? I mean, look, there are plenty of TikToks, and I'm going to get into, a video here to show you guys kind of the hypocrisy of the mainstream media here. But yeah, there are black people who aren't very fond of whites, okay?
And that's the thing right there. This is the part. See, this is the part that black conservative perspective, reason why he's covering this story is not because he agreed with Scott Adams. All right? And I want, hopefully y'all understand that part. He's not covering this because he agreed with Scott Adams. He's not covering it because he disagreed with Scott Adams. What he is doing is pointing out the differences of how when black people say, we don't like white people, stay the hell away from us. We only doing things for black people. We're shopping black. We're loving only black people. Black is beautiful. White people are devils. White people hate everybody. They are racist. All this other stuff. And guess what? Liberal media allows it. You don't get canceled for it. You don't get shadow banned for it. You don't get less views for it. None of that. Matter of fact, it gets pushed. It gets pushed as black excellence, as black love. Black only, baby. We love blacks, and blacks, if it ain't black, it ain't right. That's it. That's it. And guess what? Certain platforms and television broadcasts, they will put that out there like it ain't nothing. And it will be They'd be like, hey, it is what it is. If they said it, they said it. They must mean it. You know what I mean? Black is beautiful and white is not. And he's just pointing out the hypocrisy because that's the part that's not fair. How come one person can't say what they want to say? Another person can't say what they want to say.
And what he's saying is that, well, if you hate whites, if you don't like whites, then that's hate, right? That's hate. Which again, the mainstream media is trying to say, well, he's calling all black people a hate group. No, he's only referring to black people who've openly stated that, hey, we don't like whites, right? Which again would be the same thing that people would classify whites who openly say, look, I don't like blacks, right? Or I hate blacks. They would say, oh, that's a hate group, right? Again, no problem calling it what it is when it comes to whites, okay? But if a white calls it what it is when it comes to blacks, it's a problem. So what he goes on to say, which is that, look, as a white person, if I have a significant portion of people who hate me that's a part of this group just based off my race, then why should I go out of my way to help them or to even live around them, right? Because, I mean, again, as a black person, I wouldn't want to live around whites who hate me, right? And I would say the same thing about white people that hate black people. Now, I would never say that about white people as a whole. I would not classify white people.
I don't live around anybody who hate me, God damn it. I'm from an area of nothing but black people. And when I got able to get up out of there, I was gone. Me and my wife, we got up out of there and never went back. Never going back. Okay? Now, I said what I said. I ain't gonna get on on the internet and say, you know what? I'm no longer living around black people. Now, that's when it becomes ignorant, Scott. That's when it becomes ignorant. It's ignorant when you say it, and it's ignorant when they say it. But it should be some fair atrocity going on.
As a hate group as a whole or anything like that, okay? I'm just saying that, again, if there's
fair attrition,
there's a certain segment that have stated that, hey, we hate blacks, like, for example, the KKK, I'm not going to go and live around the KKK, right? I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying, I mean, what he's saying is not, if you actually listen to what he's trying to say, it's not racist. What he's saying is, I've been trying to help black people out all my life. However, I haven't really got anything out of it except being called racist, which is true, right? Again, how many white people have tried to help black people out for the longest time just to be told that, hey, you're still racist.
Okay, has he tried to help any black people out? What has Scott Adams done to try to help black people out, and then in return, he was called racist? That right there is for you all. If you all can help me with that, that would be amazing. Because again, context. I need context. Because on his tweet right here, he says, is it racist to avoid racists who are the same race as each other? So he's calling black people the racists who are racist against one another. Or is it only racist if the racists you are avoiding are white? Because according to Black Trigglypuff in the beginning of this video, she's pretty much alluding to only white people being racist.
It is part of my ancestral, intellectual legacy and heritage to be so. I'm not gonna leave my ancestors' intellectual labor on the table because white feminists are racist today.
Look at the white lady sitting beside her. She just nodding her head. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. Yes, girl. You are so spot on. Yes, girl.
They've always been racist. Some of them have been better than others. Some of them have had a better critique than others. Some of them have been down for the struggle for liberation. But the people who are mediocre at their politics are never the marker of whether or not you should adopt the politics.
You need to adopt the salad.